Hello everybody, welcome back to my Fortnite Creative Zombies tutorial. In today's episode, we will be creating the player spawn and a weapon off the wall purchasing system. Before we begin, I would like to show you the name changes to the devices we made in the last episode. I've numbered each device so that in the event browser, things are better organised, easier to understand, and I know what mechanic each device belongs to. Now to get into the tutorial, we are going to make the player spawner. So you will need a player spawner device and a team settings and inventory device. First, place the player spawner. Go into the device and change the name. I'm going to name mine number 2 player spawner. Once that's done, I'm going to go into the device and change a few settings. Now we can place the inventory and team settings device. Go into it and change these settings as follows. Don't forget to rename the device to number 2 team settings and inventory. So now when we start the game and test, we should spawn on the pad with a gun in our hand. I used a pistol for my starter weapon. If you're using any other weapon, all you have to do is make sure you know how much ammo the weapon holds and change this number accordingly. I'm going to be creating a lobby for my game. So what I want to do is take the player spawner and copy it and move it behind the first one. I'll go into the settings and just change the priority to a higher priority and make sure that the user's island start is on. That means when I first join the game, I will spawn on this spawner, but when I start the game, I will spawn on this one. I could test to make sure that this worked, and as you can see, when I started the game, I spawned on the first spawner. Now I'm going to create the weapon on the wall purchasing system. For this part, you will need a conditional button, an item granter, and optionally, an item placer. First of all, we're going to place the conditional button onto the wall. Rename the conditional button to number 3 conditional button. I'm going to go into the settings of the conditional button and change a few settings. After that, I'm going to place the item granter. Make sure you place it away from the conditional button. Go into the settings and change the name. Go into the settings and make sure that the on grant action is set to keep all. Then we will go into the functions and tell the item granter to grant the item once it receives a signal from the conditional button. Now we will take a weapon that we want to be able to purchase off the wall. I'm going to go for the tactical shotgun and just drop it into the item granter. After that, we'll run up to the item granter and we'll drop a gold coin into the item granter. You can change the pricing of your items by adjusting this option. Go into the settings panel in the creative options. Scroll down to where it says infinite consumables and just make sure they're off. If they are off, just toggle them on and toggle them off again. To make sure this works, we'll wait for the timer to run out, kill a few zombies and see if we can purchase a weapon. Now we've got a shotgun in our game, what I'm going to do is copy all these devices. I'm going to move them away from the wall. Take the shotgun from the top of the conditional button and move it away from the conditional button. Go onto it and clear the item. Go into the creative menu and get some shotgun shells. Drop one shotgun shell into the item placer. Go back to the item granter and clear this item too. Now you want to drop shotgun shells into here, as many as you want to give the player when they purchase the ammo. All we have to do now is change the pricing of what we want to charge the player for the shotgun shells. Now we can move the items back into place. Now we'll start the game and test the new mechanic. That mechanic is now working. What we can do now is copy each device over to the right hand side and make sure that we separate each device. This is just temporarily, so when we come to drop new items into it, they're not stolen. So now instead of a shotgun, I'm going to clear this device and choose a new weapon. I'm going to go with the infantry rifle. I'll drop the infantry rifle into the item placer. I'll then go to the item granter at the front, clear the item and drop in another infantry rifle. After that, I will do the same for the ammo item granters. Now we'll move all the devices back into position. The last thing we do is go into the conditional button and change the pricing. And as easy as that, we've set up multiple weapons to buy on the wall. Now we can do this as many times as we want for as many weapons that we want to put on the wall, but I'm going to stop there. So now if you followed all that correctly, you should have a spawning system and a weapon off the wall system. In the next tutorial, we'll be making the barrier devices so players can access new rooms in our map. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing.